To be honest with you, Dee, I haven't played a breakfast show in the last number of weeks without having you in it. You're,
Oh my God.
you're also in, we've got you in a couple of different sections, like we've got some country music in the country section. We play in 16 hours of country on a Sunday. Monday night artists, because we knew we were going to do the interview. And I've got
Yes.
you a number of times in the blues show that we do on a Tuesday night as well. So you're getting covered about
Wow.
4 or 5 times through the week since we've been playing you.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, I always tell John, I said, John, I said, I said, I'm kind of scared to it because I like so many kinds of music. I don't, it's hard to stay in one bag on my album. You know, I do a little soul, so I try to mix it up enough where it's not too far away from each other, but there's a thread that keeps it connected.
You know, my
Because I
brother,
love all. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I do. So let's go to the desk and go and let the rest of the world hear all about you. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 7 after 11 o'clock. It is 17.5 degrees, we'll call it 18 degrees. Weatherman says 18 degrees today, so he's not far wrong. Got to be honest with you, he said cloudy. It's been pretty heavy cloudy outside today. Thursday, October the 10th, and glad to have everybody along, especially those that are streaming us live and everybody on Facebook as well. Thank you for joining us today. Absolutely elated. We're joined by legendary, and I mean this wholeheartedly, legendary Dee Rock. Good evening over there, Dee.
Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
I am absolutely elated, my friend. I have been waiting to do this for so long now. It is such a pleasure to be able to make contact and talk to you about your music. It really, really is. So, Dee, we just played Southern Summer Nights. Now, I want to know all about it because let me fill you in the picture here. Barbara gets so many bands every week to apply to have the interviews. And believe me, we're talking about 30 plus a day. It's so phenomenal. Then she takes that to production. Production and Barbara sort of whittle that down a little bit. And then maybe down to about 10 that we can comfortably do within a week. Then that goes to a board of 8 to 12 people, depending on who's going to be there on the time. And they think primarily about the image of the station, so whether it fits that image. Then it comes to me. And quite frankly, you see, I play you in my car where nobody else can influence my decisions on whether I want to do the interview or not. But more importantly, nobody else is going to get in the car and drive with me. That's the truth. So when I first heard, and I've got to be honest with you, Southern Summer Nights was the first song I heard of yours, and I'm way out in the back of nowhere in the forestry, absolutely enjoying it. I literally pulled the car over, opened up the doors, turned up the stereo, and opened a cold lemon and pie roller, and I opened a cold one and just sat back and enjoyed it. So please, tell me about the lyrics. How did you come to the lyrics of this?
Oh, let me see where I can start. This is a song that I've combined a few different stories, but it's basically the same story. Young man made some bad choices and met some really wonderful women that I just wasn't ready to make that move and to leave what I knew. And this one in particular got away, and so I get on that bus, and exactly what I said, she wanted to do music. And it just came to me one day because As you know, I like so many styles of music. So I was strumming my guitar, and I was hearing David Ruffin of the Temptations sing, I hear your voice every time I'm reminiscing. I said, wow, that sounds like something the Temptations would have sang. But I was hearing a Bob Seger music. So I got back home and strummed and put a little track together. And this was my story being told with influences that I have, which are so vast, and trying to make it my own. But I'm going to be honest. I'm such a fan of Bob Seger and the Temptations. I hope I hit the mark of expressing that, but still telling my story how I would only tell it. And the story is about a gypsy. She was a gypsy soul, and she just couldn't stay. And I was a fool and didn't listen. And I know it was a warm summer night when she told me that. And that's how that came to be.
You know, I absolutely understand. I really, really do. And it fits the song. It fits everything about it, especially where I was when I first heard it. Now,
yes.
Your music from Motown, country blues, and jazz. Throw that in a blender. Frappe. Hit frappe. You come up with Mojo Gumbo.
Yes! Thank you. You totally get it. Yes. That is it. The Mojo Gumbo. I always believe that every artist, if you really do what comes out, you sort of create your own genre in a way. You know, because you're not copying anyone. You're just doing the music that comes out of your heart and soul. So you sort of create your own genre. So I love Southern rock. I love country. I love Motown. I love pedal steel. I love fiddle. I love all that. So how can I express myself for all the different music that I enjoy? It's the Mojo Gumbo. And that's what I came up with. Just to let you know, Summer Southern Night won Song of the Year at the Josie Awards in the R&B Soul category.
Yes, I know. And we are going to talk about this. You're a 6-time Josie Award winner. And so believe me, we are going to go down that road. But at the same time, I think we should let everybody know you've been signed by Dr. John Surgery Records in UK. Of course, we're talking about John Forster from Devon. Love you, John. We really, really do. And we congratulate you for that. We will get more into that as we go through because a big part of it, of course, is talking about your brand spanking new song that we're going to be releasing to the world. Of course, Wild Mustang is where we're heading for and what we're going to be releasing. Keep an ear out for it. You will love it. You really, really will. Now, at the same time, I got to say to you, in Wild Mustang, just quietly, very, very Native American. I've got to be honest. Do you have roots in there?
Yes, I do. On my dad's side, there's Cherokee blood in me, and that song was a way of paying homage to that. And it just came over a period of time. There was a TV show that I was involved in called Big Sky. It didn't come to production. Sadly, the creator passed away. But she had seen a snippet of the video, the concept, and she heard the song, and she said, wow, you got one there. She said her Native American spirit, she said, running wild, running free. That's what that song is. It makes your spirit just soar. And she says, and the lyric just paints the freedom of a woman has the spirit of a wild Mustang. Never, running wild, running free, she'll never be tamed. She's like a wild Mustang. And I heard the native drum, but I got to tell you, my good friend, Victor Gage, he put the icing on the cake with the native chant. He starts the song with the chant, and that was the final touch to bring everything I was hearing together. And Victor's one heck of a guy. I look forward to doing another song with him on my new album. He's Lakota Sioux. He's an actor, he's a musician, and he's a dear friend. And I'll never forget, I don't speak Lakota Sioux, but he is talking about the wild Mustang in his native tongue. And the rhythm flows with the rhythm of the music. And it made me shoot the video with my native friends and family in the video. So if you see the video on YouTube, Wild Mustang, you will see, you don't get to see a lot of Native Americans in videos unless they're doing primarily Native American music. I wanted to take that out of that and bring it to another level with a Southern rock sort of song with Native Americans in it. And I think we did pretty well, and I hope that folks enjoy it when they see it.
Well, I got to be honest with you, I love the video. I really, really do. And I'm going to talk to you more about that when we come to it. But Dee Rock, tell me about Getting Dirty.
That was a song, and you're going to love this. That was a song when I lived out in California. And I'm a Cancer, so things light my creativity within a moment. And I was on my horse, and she was on her motorcycle. And I said, well, I'm going to flip that around because it's a great story. And she went down the road, and I went over the hill on my horse, and we made it my place. and so I'm over the hills riding at night, trying to get back to the ranch, and she's on the road going her way. And just hanging out, and we were dancing out in the barn and just having a great time. And then I got up the next morning and wrote this song.
I want to hang out with you, Dee.
But I'll tell you, another one of my influences, I try to pay homage to all the greats that are the reason I do music. Robin Trower is such an influence on me. I wanted to get that feel at the intro like a Trower song, but still keep it Southern rock. So I always pay homage to those people and have no problem telling people where that comes from, because that is who I am. I'm all of those artists combined. They're in my blood. So I start the song off kind of a Robin Trower vibe, but take it to a kind of soulful rock song. And that's basically what it was.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Dee. Absolutely love it since we've been playing it now. 1,751 requests so far in the last 3 weeks. It is starting to climb up there. It's getting there. It really is.
Thank you so much. Very much.
It is an absolute pleasure. So right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined live by Dee Rock himself, Getting Dirty. Getting warm.
I'm great today.
You're great today.
Yeah.
Are you? It's nice.
I'm not hot.
You're not hot. I'm sweating, tell you. Dee, it is 89 degrees Fahrenheit in here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no air conditioning.
Oh no.
And the little lady I used to employ resigned because I didn't pay her enough.
Oh no. So now you're doing everything.
Yeah, well, you know, I've got a crew. But I just got to give myself, yeah. Oh, you're all right.
I'm not hot.
You're not hot. Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know.
Hi,
I argue
Terry.
that.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us here at Galaxy 107 FM. Joined today by Dee Rock. Absolutely elated. This man is legendary. And we're going to talk about Chuck Berry down the track as well. Yes, we really are, dude. Believe me, my spies have done their work. They really, really have. So,
We really have.
what we'll talk about next is, of course, your 6 Josie Awards, how it felt, you know. And I also want to talk to you about the TLC show. Of course, we're talking about American Chopper as well. The Discovery Channel with the Southern Steel. We'll cover all of that as well. But right now, I think it's really, really important that we talk about your awards. And also a fan question is basically, how do we get in touch with you? I'll ask you those questions very, very shortly.
Alrighty.
I hope you're relaxed. I hope you got a mason jar there.
Oh, I feel great. I got an iced coffee in my hand. I'm pulled up in a quiet parking lot, and I'm just kicking back. The traffic was too heavy to get home, so I just pulled on over.
Fair enough too. Fair enough. Believe me, I've actually done an interview with a person who was stuck in traffic literally nose to tail. He was in LA, and by the time we finished was the time he actually started to move.
Oh. That's LA traffic, all right.
It really is. It really is. So, Dee, I can't tell you enough, my friend, how much I really, really have followed you. And believe me, I've known you for many, many years. I've been in the radio industry for a long time, and I know Dee Rock. I have played Dee Rock for years. So, for me, this is a pinnacle moment for me to be able to be talking to you. I've got to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm so scattered because I do everything. You know, I'm just now aware. I didn't even know that. Thank you. Oh my God! Thank you so much.
My pleasure, bro. Because believe me, for me, and I got to be honest with you, I talked to a lot of artists over the years. I really, really have. But when I say this is a pinnacle moment, I mean that, bro. It really, really is. I'm elated to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, I'm being told. Let's go back to the desk.
Okay.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 22 after 11 o'clock, 20 degrees. That was my prediction today. And yeah, I knew we were going to beat the weatherman, 18 degrees. Still, this week he hasn't stood a chance. Thursday, it's unseasonably hot. It really, really is. Thursday, October the 10th, 2019. And today, I'm meeting one of my heroes of the music industry. I've got to be honest with you. Joining me live, out of his office no less, is Dee Rock. Welcome to Galaxy D.
Welcome. Thank you for having me, my man. I appreciate it so much. You guys are just so awesome.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Dee. I have played you over the years in different radio stations, and believe me, I've worked with some really prestigious stations over the years, and have followed your career literally through those increments of time, and also was very, very elated to find out how many awards you picked up at the Josies. Now, let's run through this. 2016 Josie Awards for Outlaw Entertainer of the Year. Nailed it.
Yes. Absolutely
nailed it. Song of the Year 2017 for Folk Bluegrass Americana, and for Mountain Strong. Love Mountain Strong, I got to be honest with you. Would have put it in, but unfortunately we are subject for time, and we went with how many requests we're getting for particular songs, so we went that way.
Yes.
Then at the Josies, Outlaw Country Stage Performance 2017 must have absolutely killed it.
Yes. We did a production of Wild Mustang with my Cherokee dancers on stage. And it was a spiritual moment. I'm getting my hair stands up my arm right now just thinking about it. It was amazing. And we were rewarded for it the following year.
You know, we've got a number of artists ourselves, like Michelle Lee, Morgan White, and a number of others that are winners at the Josie Awards as well. What was it like being at Dollywood?
Dollywood, I got to tell you, Josie Pasatino and her mom Tina, the shows have gotten bigger and better every year. They've reached the pinnacle now. At the Josie Awards, I put it up there against any production on television, anytime, anywhere. The production value is amazing. The artists and the love in the room amongst the artists is what really, you can feel the energy. You can feel, as I walked up to get one of my 2 awards recently, you can feel the energy walking down to get it, and you can feel the love. I mean, it's actually that type of atmosphere from people all over the world. And Dollywood, it just tops. I mean, the production value that Dolly herself has, because she performs there, the Josie Awards get the same high quality value as well. And it's a show that if anybody gets a chance to come, they ought to come and attend. John Forster is coming next year from England. He said he's going to be there.
Nice, and believe me, I would love to meet up with not only yourself, but John as well at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I got to let you know, we got a good friend of ours, his name's Thornell Jones Jr., who's a selector for the Grammys. We're going to actually pass a lot of this on to him. You never know, might get a tap on your shoulder.
Oh, my God.
So
thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you.
believe me, I'm rather biased. I think you're one of my favourites in the music industry. So, of course, I'm going to share you with my friends. And he's a 13-time Grammy Award winner himself. So, yeah,
Wow.
believe me, very, very talented man in his own right. So we're going to pass a lot of information. We're going to share it with a lot of people we know that might absolutely help you. I also want to talk to you about, of course, Outlaw Country Artist of the Year 2018 Josie Awards and R&B Soul for Southern Summer Nights. That's what we kicked the show off with, 2019. Entertainer of the Year, Outlaw Country at the Josie Awards 2019. You're just absolutely killing it here, aren't you?
You know what? All I can say is that, how can I put this? My gratitude manifests itself in a show that I want to make sure you leave being entertained, as tired as I am, and talking about it for days and weeks after you see it. So when I hit that stage, it's all about giving the folks the love, and it comes back. It's a combustion of energy that just happens because you give it up and you get it back, and it's no holds barred for me. I mean, I'm as George Clinton would say, I give up the funk every night.
Absolutely, and I can relate to that comment too. Now, at the same time, I got to ask you, because this is a fan's choice question.
Yes.
How do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? And more importantly, Dee, do you respond?
I always respond. I am a one-man band. At this point in my career, I haven't met anybody except for right now, people such as John Forster and the label Dr. John that I trust enough to relinquish, because I have such a vision that it's hard to hand it over unless they get it as well. And I'm just waiting to get that connectivity where I can feel comfortable with handing it off and letting them do things that need to be done for me. But people can reach me at my website, which is deerockcountry.com. And I spell my name DeeRock, so it's deerockcountry.com. On Facebook, they can find me under Dee Rock. And on Instagram, they can find me under Dee Rock Country. And I tell folks, I sometimes I forget to ask people to go to my fan page, and I do it actually too often. But I love for folks to go to my fan page, leave me a message, let me know what you think, say hi, and I respond all the time. So you're not talking to someone who's doing my Facebook page. You're talking to me every time I'm on there.
You know, well, I feel sorry for you now because I can see another 5,000 Facebook fans hitting you in no time. You're going to be busy as hell, to be honest. But at the same time, on your website, do you have a merch store?
I'm changing that out right now because I got tired of having merchandise with me. So my merch store is about to change over to a company that will ship directly. Because I'm finding it too difficult to manage music production, traveling, and inventory. So I'm shortly before I go to England, that should all be on the website where they can get T-shirts, hats, Dee Rock bracelets, all kind of stuff.
Nice, nice. Well, I tell you what, a little later down the track, I'm going to hit you up with some swag, seeing you do. So be prepared for that.
Got it.
But first of all, and believe me, Dee, I'm getting into the stuff that I can relate to now with you. I really, really am. Love horses and Harleys. Tell me all about it.
Oh, you're going to love this story. When I lived in California, we would ride our horses. I had a couple horses in Burbank, California. And there was a cowboy bar called the Hideaway. You can only get there by horse or by motorcycle. Some trucks could get up there, but it was a bar that we would tie our horses up and go drink and party and play music all night long. So there's a cowboy that I met. He's like a brother to me named Larry Walls. And he wanted me to join his band. I said, I don't do bands, but I like to work with you. So I started writing songs with him. I said, man, this stuff is too good. Let's go out here and play it. And we wrote Horses and Harleys together. And that was a big old anthem. We would hit the Whiskey a Go-Go back in 2008, 2009. We'd play that and they would go nuts. The newer version's a little different. I'm doing that with Miss Cat Beach. She's also a recording artist. She's a phenomenal performer and singer, and she's a dear friend of mine. And Cat has her own style of blues, country, and soul. And I thought her voice would be perfect for it. And she nails it. And it's just an homage to all the cowboys and outlaws. Horses and Harleys.
You're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined live by Dee Rock. Here's Horses and Harleys. Who's on with us?
It's Andreas.
Oh, my brother man.
Yeah, Mike Briggs.
Nice. So we'll talk about the TV shows and everything that you're connected with as we go through this. And believe me, bro, at the same time, have you ever heard of a guy called Steve Baker?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because he's a friend of ours as well. Would you mind if I sent over some information to him about you?
I would be so appreciative. No, I would love that. Very much so.
Nice.
Oh, my
nice.
God. Definitely.
Yeah, and I'm pleased you've heard of him to say you'd know that he's a quality man and works tirelessly for everything that he's doing. So, but at the same time, he promised me that he would keep me in hoo-hoo grubs. I'll talk to you about those shortly because, believe me, you may not know what a hoo-hoo grub is, but my God, by the end of this, you'll be wondering, what sort of guy is that? Okay, yeah, the hoo-hoo question's coming. It is.
Tuned in have heard the story before.
Oh, yes, he's heard the story before.
No, not him, the people on Facebook.
The people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows me on Facebook. Believe me. Here's one for you, my bro. Up until a couple of weeks ago, I didn't have a phone. Because I'm a kind of a private guy. When I leave work, I'd go home, spend time with my family, and then I'd come to work the next day and pick up where I left off. But Barbara, you see, I had a Barbara. She used to do all the Facebook Live stuff and all of the connections for me up until literally a couple of weeks ago where she says, nah, bugger this. Here, have a phone. She's got too much work to do. I have to do my own bloody Facebook now.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
Oh, dear, dear.
Not quite. It's fiddle.
Yeah, it is, actually, it is. I used to tour with a very, very famous band around the world as their sound engineer. And
Really?
Believe me, big history and big bands around the world. No, in excess. And we used to have these valets, and the valet would look after about 10 of us, if you know what I mean. It was about, believe me, there was a few of us in the crew. And so we used to try and ditch these guys because we were sick and tired of the formal places they would take us.
Yes.
We wanted to get down and dirty, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So when we got to Amsterdam, I ditched this guy clear as. I just absolutely ditched him. I ran up these stairs, and on the door it says, native country dancing. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'll go and have a look at this. I'm in Amsterdam, what the hell? And here's all these people and all of these jingly bells and all sorts of stuff. And this blonde-headed, blue-eyed young lady comes up to me and she goes, do you clog? And I went, only if I eat too much cheese. Let's go back to the desk. True story. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, do I clog? It really got us that, I really did. 23 away from 12 o'clock, 21 degrees downtown. It's hot, it really is, for October, and it is Thursday the 10th of October. Joined, and I'm elated folks, I really, really am, to be joined by Dee Rock. He's an old favourite of mine. I am like a kid in a candy store right now. And Dee, thank you for joining us, I'm very humbled.
Oh, thank you for having me on today. I so appreciate it. And I'm having a ball hanging out with you too, man.
I feel sorry for you having to put up with me, I gotta be honest.
This is the best part of my day today. I'm gonna go catch you.
Nice, nice. Well, I tell you what, we'll make sure that you've got the converted video from Facebook Live. We'll convert that over to YouTube. You'll be able to, well, most people throw it away. They think, oh, that was shit. Never mind.
No. We are happy. Oh, today, man. I'm loving it.
At the same time, we'll take some crazy photos. You'll be able to put that on your phone as a wallpaper. Show your friends and say, don't do that with Kiwis. It's not healthy. But at the same time,
Good people.
we will certainly, we'll hook you up, we really will. We will also, after the interview, don't go anywhere, because what we'll do is a little video that we can put on our website. Believe me, for the amount of people that come through our website, they don't just live stream us. I got to be honest with you, Dee, I feel like one of the most oogled guys in the world, because they go and have a look through my pages, and yeah, it can be obtrusive. I can feel that sometimes.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're popular, man. They can't help it. They want to know who you are.
Yeah, I feel sorry for them when they find out. I really do. Now, I want to talk to you about the TLC show. Moreover, the Give a Little.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
The TLC, the one we did on TLC?
Yes.
Well, when I was back in Cali, there's a young composer that asked me to work with him on a TV show that he had acquired. And he was out of college, kind of young, and really didn't have a grasp of Southern rock. And he had seen me on the weekends doing Southern rock and just doing my thing. And he said, and I worked on motion pictures prior to that for Warner Brothers and different movies. When he approached me, I said, I'd love to partner up with you. Let's do this. And that show was Southern Steel, Milwaukee Iron. And it was a biker show that was sort of in competition with American Chopper, but it was different. But the show was about bike builders, and they built bikes every weekend for different people. Shaquille O'Neal, 911 bikes. And we would do the music for this thing. So before it came out, they had asked me to do a scratch vocal so they could find someone to sing the theme song. Well, I sang it a couple times, and we handed it off to the producers and the production company. I come back, they come back and say, "Oh, we're not looking for a singer." So what are you talking about? She said, "You're the voice, man. You're gonna be the voice on the intro." I said, "What?" I said, "I would have sang it a little more, a little different." No, that's perfect. And for 2 years, when that show came on, it came on, "'Cause I'm a man made of southern steel." That was me singing that song as the show comes on for 2 years. I said, and sometimes I'd be in a bar, I say, "Hey guys, turn on so I can hear myself." And we all turned it on and watched, and we drink, hey, cheers. But it was a good time, really good time, and really proud of the work that went into it.
Now, I got to ask you, Dee, and believe me, I think this is warranted, because our next song coming up is Whiskey Blues, and I'm going to talk to you about that shortly. But more importantly, have you considered maybe, because I know you're starting a tour in the UK very, very shortly, and we're going to talk about that too, but I'm going to jump the gun. I'm going to ask you if you've ever considered maybe coming down to the Antipodes and playing here in New Zealand and Australia.
I would love to. I'm just not sure about the promoters to get me there. I would leave tonight if I could. I'd love to come to New Zealand or Australia and play my music. Full band, acoustic guitar, however they would have me, I would love to do it. Yes. I'm going to talk to John and see how we can put that in motion.
Yes, do that. Talk to Dr. John, because believe me, we here in New Zealand feel we would love to have you in front of Kiwi audiences. We really, really would. And we're kind of looking maybe about 4 shows here in New Zealand, maybe about 6 in Australia, something that, we have this relationship with Australia, so we love leaving there with their money. We do.
Yeah.
We do. We have that relationship. But having said that, my friend, being down here in New Zealand, we're kind of crazy down here. We like to do a little thing out of the box. We really think out of the box. And I briefly spoke to you about, of course, Steve Baker, good friend of ours, and hoo-hoo grubs. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you're gonna love this. You really, really are. You're familiar with a caterpillar, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's a little bigger. It's white. It's got a black head. And what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, you bite off the head, don't eat the head, it's yucky, but when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Oh, no. Tell me, it's not alive.
It is alive until you eat it. Done many. I have done many in my time, I got to be honest with you. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll send you the instructional video just to be sure that, I'm not pulling your leg here. We do this. The indigenous folks of New Zealand, the Maori, still do it today, would you believe? And we have a wild foods festival here in New Zealand. And honestly, sometimes you just shouldn't deep fry things, but we do anyway. You know what I mean?
Like peanut butter.
Yes, absolutely. It tastes like peanut butter. It really does.
Oh my God. You just bite the head off, nothing else.
Hold on a minute.
We have Adam on.
Oh,
Biscuits
okay.
and wine. And Cheryl.
Dee, we have Adam from the Blackbird Anthem joining us right now. He's watching us. And you can tell him, Dee, that I did absolutely ask you about biscuits and wine, didn't I?
You sure did. You sure did. We talked about it. I said, Adam probably remembers more. He was a little more sober than I
Ah, goodness. And it's always a pleasure to have Adam and the boys joining us from Blackbird Anthem.
I love them. You guys are great.
Yeah, especially Derek and, of course, Lee and everybody else that's involved. Yes, we love them too. They make a huge hit here at Galaxy. So thank you for joining us, Adam. Now, Dee, at the same time, while we have you here in New Zealand, we'll take you down to a place called Queenstown. Adam's experienced this question as well. And I don't know, Barbara, we'll throw him off a bridge.
No, you can go first.
I can go first?
Yes,
I can go first. I would love to go. I do go first usually anyway. We have a thing here, Dee, in New Zealand called bungee jumping.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Well, seeing you're not Australian, we'll attach the bungee.
Oh, okay. I better get some springs on my shoes then.
Well, I tell you what, it really is a lot of fun. Having said that, my friend, I also do a lot of parachuting, paragliding, you name it, anything like that. So while you're here, if you want to step out of a perfectly good aeroplane, I will certainly help you out the door.
Let me tell you, I don't know if I can jump out of a plane. I even have a hard enough time getting on a propeller plane. I got to tell you, when I was with Adam last, we performed in Idaho back in July. And the flight home to Nashville, I had no idea I was going to get on a propeller plane for 1 hour to Seattle. And if you could have saw the look on my face when I saw those propellers. And I said, oh no, we're going over these mountains with a propeller. The only thing that saved me was that the beer and the wine was free.
There you go. I got to let you know, Dee, I actually do fly a Cessna myself, a propeller plane. I can actually fly. I do have a pilot's license, so believe me, I'm quite comfortable behind. Yeah, no worries. It's just those bigger ones that worry me. Those bigger planes worry me. They won't let me in the cockpit.
Oh, they won't?
No, scary. I want to fly.
Don't they seem like they kind of, if you can get them off the ground, they talk to you and stuff, tell you what to do, sort of, I think.
You don't really have to do much, and believe me, I don't mind. I've even tried asking them, can I sit the red eye? No, they won't. No, you're a passenger, you can't do that.
You're a pilot, they ought to at least treat you to that, my goodness.
Exactly. Now, I got to be honest with you, I really enjoyed reading this. Blackberry Smoke, you've opened for Blackberry Smoke. BB Chin King, Jackal, that's an interesting one. Craig Wayne Blake,
Yeah.
Keith Anderson, but the one that got me was Sheila E.
Yes. Sheila E. back in Long Beach, California. She did a show, and she allowed some of us young musicians to open up for her. And after that, we got to go on stage and play with her, probably half of her set. And it was pretty darn awesome. I'm a fan, and I have a certain love for Sheila Escovedo because she was really about the music and helping bring others up.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't have to do that. She said, "Hey guys, grab your instruments, come on," and that was really something big.
I've been a fan of Sheila E. since way back by Prince days, if you remember, when those two were hooked up. Believe me, she's an absolute gem to the music world. She really, really is. And
Oh my God!
props to you for being able to get up and have a play with her.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Her energy is like nobody else's. When she's up there doing it, you can't help but bring your level up because she's rocking so intensely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like it is the Mojo Gumbo again. I mean, it's undescribable.
Speaking of Mojo Jumbo, and believe me, this one's going to be interesting. While we have you here in New Zealand, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
No.
Okay, spelt Z-O-R-B. It's a big clear ball, and what we do is we get you all juiced up. You got to be juiced up before you get inside this thing, and we just push you down a hill and let you go for it.
Hey, you hold on to the ball?
Well, you're inside, so believe me, if you can hold on to...
Now, that I'd like to try.
Now, at the same time, what we'll do, it's like human skittles. We'll put some runners in front of you for you to run over. Now, if you've had a few, the expressions on their faces as you go over top of them is priceless.
Oh, I can imagine. So they're trying to get out of the way as I'm rolling down the hill.
Yeah, they're not allowed to get out of the ditch because it's it's a design thing. They're not allowed to get out of the ditch, but they have to get away from you, if you know what I mean. At the same time,
Yes.
you're travelling at a rate of knots. Believe me, you're inside there as well. Yeah, so maybe a few extra juices do come out by the time you get out of it.
Okay. I love this right now. That sounds something I don't want to do right there.
Right, well, we'll send you the video of that as well. Now, at the same time, have you heard of Lord of the Rings?
Oh, I sure have. I love that movie series.
Okay, well, where we are right here in Comodo, we have three major cities around us, literally. We have Rotorua, which is a touristy a Maori town, literally, and they will take you there. That's where the Zorb is. We have a fishing village city called Whakatane, not so far away, and an export harbour town called Tauranga, just a wee way away, about an hour away from pretty much everybody. We can comfortably get you there. But an hour and a half away is a place called Middle Earth, Matamata, where, of course, Hobbiton is. And we can take you there, show you the original set and how it all worked.
Really? Now you're talking. I love that. That sounds great.
And what we'll do as well is we'll take you to the harbour of our biggest city, literally maybe a meal on the harbour at night time, take in the ambience, and maybe a few biscuits and wine.
Okay. You say some biscuits and wine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I knew how to get that one in there. I really did. I slipped that one in.
Biscuits and wine go good. That's the late night snack. when there's nothing else in the house, you grab a bottle of wine and grab you a biscuit.
We can do that. We really, really can. So now I want to talk to you about, and believe me,
Hello, Blake.
2,851 requests so far for Whiskey Blues. Tell me all about it.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Wow, thank you guys. Whiskey Blues is just Dee Rock being just saying, hey, that song was just trying to let folks know sometimes you just gotta let go and have a good old time. Because everybody knows that they work hard. Sometimes the week is rough. Sometimes it's rough at home, even with your girl, whatever. But when it comes down to it, like I said, it was Friday night and I'll be gone. I'm playing Leonard Skinner and I'm drinking all night long because I paid my dues. And it's time for whiskey and some blues. And that's what that song's all about. It's having a good time. And I get in trouble with the cops in the song, but it's just a fun song. And when we play it, people dance all night long, man.
Nice, absolutely. And I got to be honest with you, if it wasn't for Wild Mustang, and we're going to talk about that soon, this would be my favourite Dee Rock song. Here at Galaxy 107 FM, Dee Rock live with Whiskey and Blues. Whiskey Blues. Hot, Barbara. Sweating right now. How you feeling, my
Hello,
bro?
Blake. Hello,
Oh, I'm
Sue
feeling
and
great,
Dylan.
man. It's so much fun hanging out with you, man.
Nice, thank you.
Totally.
Adam said, why is there a dreadneck on the show? Ha, ha, ha.
Why is there a dread what?
Dreadneck on the show. That's from
A
Adam.
dreadneck.
That's from Adam.
Hey, is that Mr. Doug Hayes? Did you see who wrote that or what?
I think
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah, I think Adam did.
Oh, Adam, oh, that son of a gun. Yeah, out in Jacksonville, Florida, where Southern Rock began. They call me Dreadneck because I hang out with all the rednecks.
I get it. Oh,
Well, I'm a self-confessed redneck, I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I am.
I just got dreads, and they call me Dreadnought.
It's because we want one.
Yeah, don't forget to send that Blackbird vodka to us, Adam.
Blackbird vodka.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, that sounds good already.
Interesting. Yeah.
I can drink vodka. I'm
So
okay
can
on
I,
that.
a lot.
Cases.
I gotta say, your research team is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Believe me, all the staff work really, really hard for the same purpose, my friend. It really is. And our niche market is talking to people like yourself about your music, introducing it to the world. And that's where the fans relate to this particular radio station, I'm sure.
I love it.
Because we are dedicated to the work you and your fellow associates in the music world put in to be able to express, you know, for us, we wouldn't have a job.
I understand. And we're grateful because when you tell me people requesting and asking about a song, I said, you got to be, oh my God, that just blows my mind.
Oh, believe me, wait until you hear about Wild Mustang.
Derek Brightwell's on too, the awesome Dee Rock.
Ah, awesome.
Derek Brightwell.
Yeah,
from
Derek
Blackbird.
Brightwell's joining us as well online right now. Of course, Blackbird, Derek Brightwell.
Oh, really?
I think the word's out. They're eavesdropping in on us now, bro.
Oh, yeah, those are the best guys to hang out with, man. I love those cats, man. I got to play a song with Adam in Idaho. He let me play guitar with him on his song, Tonight We Roll, which is probably one of my favorite songs. I love that song. And I just had a blast backing him up and playing with him, man. He's an awesome artist.
Absolutely.
True. He's the real deal. I love hanging out with that guy. And we hope to go on the road together sometime in 2020.
Nice.
To New Zealand, of course.
That is what I'm going to talk to you about next, of course, is touring and everything like that, and what you have planned.
Come on, Blackbird.
Sarge, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
And Derek.
it. Yeah, and Derek. So we'll go back to the desk.
Go on. Chop, chop.
Oh, giving me orders there.
Yeah.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and believe me, we have adopted Adam, a very own Dreadneck. How's that? Joined, of course, live out of his office, mobile office, by the way, is, of course, Dee Rock. Now, normally you're based in Nashville, is that right?
Yes, I am. I'm right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice. So, you're about to embark on several tours. Now, you're running out of summer right now over there. We've just turned our clocks forward coming into summer. We're about putting our toes in the water for spring right now. So, obviously, you guys are running out of that over there. Have you got any shows around Nashville and around town or around your local area before you embark on your UK tour? And I want to talk to you about that separately.
You know what? The one thing that happens where I'm at in my career right now, I usually have to play out of town. There's not many places that I can afford to have a band play. Nashville's kind of a weird situation. Not like Austin where you can play places and play your own music. We've become such a tourist spot where Broadway is all cover songs. So all 3 bars I can't play my own music. And not really big enough yet to go and play the place to charge them $25 a ticket. So when I leave town, I actually can play my music, take care and be to do love doing. I wish we could do it more often here, but here it would be more of a stripped down thing of acoustic guitar and fiddle, or acoustic guitar and dobro, something like that.
You know, I fully understand that. I really, really do. But at the same time, and believe me, I think we should give a shout out to John Foster for Dr. John's Surgery Records coming out of Devon in England. You're about to embark on a UK tour. Tell me all about it.
Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm bouncing off the walls. I'm counting the days. John puts on the, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but the Ifricom Rocks Festival down in Ifricom. And it's a 3-day festival. It starts, it's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I had just signed with the label in February of this year. And I found out about the concert, and John said, we're booked up, Dee, but I can get you here next year. I said, okay, wow, I sure would like to come. He lets me know that a band cannot make it when I like to come play the festival. And I said, are you kidding me? Put me down. Whatever time, whatever slot. Dee Rock's going to hit the stage and spread some Mojo Gumbo on their biscuits. And
I love it. Somebody told me that you're going to be playing in Ireland as well, at the Dublin Castle. Is that right?
Well, not Ireland. A lot of people think it's in Ireland, but Dublin Castle is in Camden in England. But it's where all the great bands such as, U2 played there. All the great 80s and 90s bands have played at Dublin Castle. So it's like playing the Whiskey a Go-Go in Los Angeles, where Zeppelin and Hendrix played. A lot of British greats played Dublin Castle. I'm looking forward to playing that too. I'm going at 7:30 November 7th, and I'm going to leave a mark that I hope that my boot leaves I hope I leave a boot mark on the stage today. So that's Dee Rock's boot mark. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and believe me, I've got a lot of people that are going to be keeping me informed on how it's going there. Maybe even a little bit of photos and maybe a little bit of video will come our way. Because believe me, we here at Galaxy are big fans of yours. We really, really are. And this is a damn good segue, I've got to be honest, to talk about Wild Mustangs. Now, of course, we were talking about the video and how I would like to be able to forward that video onto Steve Baker in Nashville and get him introduced to you and get that working. And believe me, Steve, he's got his fingers in all the video pies. He really does.
Wow.
And he works with people like, of course, the rock, hard rock places, all the floating palaces, malls, anywhere that needs to be a video, much like the Burger Kings and all of that. You go and have a meal, you see a video playing on the wall, everything like that. He's right there, so believe me. And I couldn't think of a better video to represent Dee Rock than Wild Mustang. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Now, we spoke about the Native American you had at the start of it, everything like that. But where did the inspiration originate? Where did it come from?
You're going to love this. My dad, he raised me on Western movies. So, and my dad and my mom are from Texas. Westerns have always been a part of my life. And I'm just like a kid in a candy store when it comes to watching and understanding the native culture and the Wild West and all of that. And having the Native American bloodline on my dad's side, it started off with a drum beat, and it just went kind of, if you listen to Wild Mustang, it's a little drum at the very beginning, real subtle, And it just hit me like someone threw a bucket of water in my face. And I knew exactly what this song was going to go. I knew bass line, and it just kind of wrote itself, really did. Now, and I was humming the melody all the time. And the first melody that I hummed, it was the melody of the song. It never changed. It never changed. I said, wow, I think I got this. And I let it lay for a while. Sometimes if you rush, you lose it. So I let it lay and came back. And when I came back to it, I wrote that song in about 30 minutes. And it was all keeping the inspiration of the Native Americans. The Native Americans and horses were joined together so well. There was a bond between them throughout history. And I wanted to bring that out, but in a way to show that the spirit of the Native American woman, because people know about the warriors in the Native American culture, but the Native women have always been there to make sure that those warriors could be warriors. So I wanted to write that song that she will never be tamed because she's like a wild Mustang. And it just hit me, and the sweat, I was getting like chills thinking as the song was coming together. And the guitar solo, I just hit play for the end. It's got a few loopers, and I kept looping and everything. The inspiration me, and that's what I'm not one of the things when the right. I let trying to be.
Very, very cool. So right here at Galaxy 107 FM, premiering. Yeah, I'll get the word right one of these years. It's Dee Rock live. Here's Wild Mustang. Gosh.
Hey, Move Penny, how are you?
Move, thank you for joining us, my friend. Kiwi artist, would you believe? And the absolute legend here in New Zealand, he really, really is Move Penny.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, hello to him.
And we have so many online right now that are joining us, absolutely enjoying this interview. We'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up after this for the live on air, but don't go anywhere just yet because we still have a couple of things that we're going to do. And I really appreciate everybody that's joined us today to take part with Dee Rock, absolute legend, my friend now, I got to be honest. And Dee, you're part of the Galaxy family now, my friend. I don't know whether to welcome you or feel sorry for you.
Hey, I think I can't be around any better folks than y'all. Y'all treat me so well, and I can feel the love, man. I'm so appreciative to be on today, very much so.
Well, I got to be honest, my friend. As I said right from the top of this, all the way through, I am absolutely elated to be able to talk to you. You're a hero of mine. You really, really are. And
oh, thank you.
I can't wait to meet you in person, press flash. And
hey, well, guess what? You can count on me being there in 2020. We're going to put that together.
Please do that, my friend, because believe me, I'd be like a pig in muck. I really would. You know, I'm in my element right now. I really am. And I love this. I really do.
Bring Blackbird Anthem.
And Blackbird Anthem. Well, why don't we get both of them to come over at the same time? We'll do a double-up show.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a great idea. Good idea, Barbara.
Oh, wow, that'd be great.
That would be a killer show.
Yeah.
It really would. Of course, Barbara is the manager of Aurora Entertainment. She brings bands into the country, and what we do is we like to get our Kiwi bands in front of Kiwi audiences. So we bring some names into the country. We work. We've got it all. If you really, really need whatever you need, we've got our fingers on the pulse of everything, right down to visas. Making sure the visas are all taken care of. It's easier from within our country than from outside. And we can work with John and get everything, all the T's crossed, the I's dotted. And believe me,
You only need one
all we basically need is a wish list from you of what you need for your band and everything like that. We can take care of it.
That'd be amazing.
We can take care of it. And as I say, you know, not only here in New Zealand, but Australia. I think, you know, warranted. I give Australia a lot of stick. I really, really do. But we've got a lot of friends in Australia.
Only because
and
of
we
the
love
rugby.
to play over there. We really do. Only because what?
The rugby, and don't forget,
Only
Lee
because
from
of rugby.
Blackbird Anthem has
Yes,
friends there.
Yes, it's a sports thing.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's not our fault they don't have any silverware. Well, maybe it is actually. Let's go back to the desk.
Okay, you'll run out of time.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and well, that was Dee Rock live with Wild Mustang. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. And folks, go out, go and get yourself a copy. Go to all the regular places. Of course, we're talking about iPhone downloads, we're talking about iTunes and Spotify. Everywhere you can buy. And I'm pretty sure, Dee, we can come to your website and buy it off your website as well?
Yes, as well. Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, because we want to direct all of our fans to come to your websites and acquire the music. Don't go and look for it free. Don't be silly. No. That way you won't get a free t-shirt when you go and tell Dee Rock that Galaxy sent you. Having said that, my friend, I kind of walked in at the very start of this when you were first talking to Barbara, and you were saying that you're going back into the studios, you're doing more recordings and putting together a whole new album. Would you come back and talk to us again about that when you do so?
Oh, I'd be honored to. No question. I love hanging out with you, man, and love. You're gonna love this new album. We're pushing the Southern rock even a little more on this one. You're gonna really dig it. Really enjoy it.
Absolutely brilliant, Dee, because believe me, we would love to be able to not only do this again, but when you feel like releasing new music, please keep in touch with Barbara. Come back. Let's talk about it again. Having said that, though, and I warned you that I was going to ask you this question, how would you like to possibly send us maybe a few CDs, maybe a little bit of swag? Well, you know, today, Charles Parker... You know, subliminally, it's strange how people actually go and check out stuff after I'm wearing it. You really don't want to wear this one. It's soaking wet. It's so, yeah. But Charles Parker today. We do these things. If you want to throw in a few extra T-shirts, stuff like that, we'd be honoured.
I'm going to put a package together for you guys.
Awesome.
New swag and new merchandise. And CDs and everything.
Awesome, awesome. And tell you what, how would you like to throw in a couple of those bands that you've got there? The girls would absolutely love them as well.
The Dee Rock bands.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Look at that. That's great. Those. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I like
so, Dee, I got to thank you very, very much, my friend. Don't go anywhere just yet. We've got a couple of things to do. But that wraps it up for me for today. And I'll be back again tomorrow morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll be back for the breakfast show. Barbara, you're going to be joining me 5 in the morning?
I will.
Absolutely brilliant. Till then, let's go out with 5-man electrical band and absolutely ride.